Okay, let's continue this campaign. A new company. So in the first session, we got off to a very, very slow start. Depressingly slow start. We're about to pay wages here on day 5, so we don't have a lot of money. One thing that I realized in hindsight, looking back at what was going on, is that... Where is he? Oh yeah, Adler, our starting bro here, pretty well suited to be a bannerman. He started with 50 resolve. He's got the talent star there. And I think that's going to be a good role for him. So let's see what's going on here. Ambush trade routes, but they also have terrified villagers. So not a good place to sell just yet. There's a cemetery, it sounds like, on the hills to the northwest. Probably one of those contracts has to do with that. Let's take a look at the contracts. Drive off Brigands at Blackheart's Den east of Talbach. Secure First King's Final Rest. Okay. Yep, like we said. So we have no tools at all. We need tools. What do we need tools for? One thing I kind of regret is that I didn't unequip those bludgeons. And bros are very expensive. That's an expensive poacher, wow. It's a little bit tempting to hire the day tailor to do this fight, actually. He comes with crap gear, and he's kind of expensive for a day tailor, though, which is unfortunate. We only have 7 bros. It's a little bit low. But we also do need to do some contracts and get some money. So between those two, which one would I want to do first is the question. I think this price is not very good. Confirmed, it's bad. So Brigands are more likely to give us good gear that we can use, probably. If this is Wiedergängers, or honestly Ancient Dead, it might actually be an easier contract for us to do, which might mean that we could get levels on a couple more bros, which would be nice. Brigands are always a little bit risky. I'm assuming with only 7 bros who are all level 2, hopefully we wouldn't see a whole bunch of like raiders and marksmen. But, you know, I guess maybe you never know. And would I hire another bro? Can I actually equip another bro? I feel like I have like 1 spare armor-ish. I don't know. It's not ideal. Which one of these are we going to do? We kind of need to do the contracts. We need to make some money. We need to make some forward progress. I guess I will hire the day tailor, I think. If this is just Wiedergängers, then it's really not that bad. And we could maybe get some good hats out of it. But if it's Ancient Dead, we could still get good hats out of it. We don't really have the best weapons to fight Ancient Dead. I guess we've got some crummy pickaxes and bludgeons and cleavers and woodcutter's axes that we could swap in. But, you know, the team's not looking so great for day 5, honestly. It's kind of depressing. I guess I'm gonna do the Brigands first. Is that right? If it's Ancient Dead, then I'll want to do the Brigands first, because we don't have enough alternative weapons to fight them. Everything we have practically is piercing. Alright, I'm going to do this down there. And then I think we unfortunately do need to hire this kind of expensive day tailor. Try to make it a little bit more comfy. He is... okay, he's not so bad. let's get him naked first. He's got good defenses. He kind of low-rolled his melee skill a little bit. He's got good resolve, which is nice, and determined. So actually, I kind of like this bro. I take it back. I'm pretty happy with him. Not bad. Not bad. So we'll go out there and take a look and see what we see. Five Webknechts fighting something. What are they fighting? A trading caravan. Okay. The caravan can give you rewards for saving them. So that would be very much appreciated if that happened. That would be quite nice. And we need a lot more fatigue for this guy, but I don't think I'm going to turn down the +4 in hit points while it's here and available for us. Given his present state, he's not very likely to get jumped in this fight, but he's also going to be low on hit points when we fight the Brigands, and they're pretty likely to have poachers, if not marksmen, probably just poachers if I had to guess. So I'm going to take 9 lives on him. And then we'll fight these Webknechts for sure. Do I want to swap out any weapons? Maybe it's better to have bludgeon on this guy instead of the woodcutter's axe, just to make him a little bit more flexible. Okay, and we've got the spears distributed reasonably evenly. Yeah, we'll try to save this caravan. Maybe get a reward for it. But of course it's the forest and we start very far away, which is pretty obnoxious. Let's see if we can save that donkey. Donkey! Yeah. Can't really do any better than that. There's like one caravan hand just desperately trying to hold out down there. Oh, okay. Alright, they're interested in fighting us. Great. Let's see. Now, I guess I can move here, and then I can move the other bro here. I wonder where the other 2 Webknechts are. If one of them is in this hex, it's not. Okay. Yeah. Let's... Well, I guess if I have him go there, then I'm missing an attack. So we'll just wait. Wait there as well. Okay, then we'll do that. Do that. My turns are over so quickly when I have so few bros. I don't like it. I think we probably need to end up attacking this Webknecht here. Yeah. Maybe should have waited for this round, huh? We'll wait on him for this round. And I think we'll just try to blow them up. Just pass there. We'll just wait on him, let that Webknecht come into range. I wonder if it's going to go up there, though. Is it going to go up and go for Wenzel? I'm going to put Ulfric there. Do I try to stun it? Nah, I'll just kill it. Where is this caravan, is the question. That caravan guard actually looks like he should be just fine in that fight. Don't think we actually need to worry about him too much. I think we'll stun this one. Or miss. Oh. Trixie. Nice job. Okay. A little bit upset about taking damage in that fight because without any tools puts us in a tough spot. Oh yeah, see the armors got torn up a little bit there. The head armors specifically, which is not great. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, they gave us roots and berries. It's better than nothing. Some tools would have been quite nice. This could be a really dicey fight. I don't love this. I'm also thinking now, I didn't really consider the order in which to clear the settlement conditions. It's possible it would have been smarter to do the crypt first to clear terrified villagers, then we could sell our stuff at a high price, and then we could do this one to clear ambush trade routes. But the problem is I really need to buy some tools, so maybe it's fine the way we did it. And are there going to be poachers here? Are we going to be able to see? Some thugs and a few raiders. Yeah, this is a little bit rough. I wonder maybe I should put him in the back, Edgenar, and move him in to dagger these guys down. I'm really hoping that these raiders forgot to wear their hats today also. That would be quite nice if that were the case. And is there any other optimization that we can do? I guess we could trade hats like that. Yeah, I think I like having the bludgeon to stun with. Probably should have the pocket shield over here on Ulfert. We've got the net. We very well may need to use that net on one of the raiders. Let's not forget that we have it equipped. And no ranged enemies to think about, so we'd like to... We can actually let them come to us, I think. Unless the raiders have throwing weapons, in which case they may feel like they have range advantage. It appears that they have throwing weapons and think that they have range advantage. Also sucks that this fight is on the forest in that case. There's only 6 of them, and we can see 4 thugs, so it's 4 thugs and the 2 raiders. Which, you know, at least that's something. Oh, maybe they are coming to us, actually. Let's see what the rest of them do. Okay. I like that very much. So what can we do? We can put Adler up here and have him spear wall. It would be awfully nice to get this guy's armor. I wonder where the other raider went. Was he just like... No, he can't have been trapped inside, because there are only 3 enemies here, so he couldn't have been fully blocked in. It's weird. Yeah, so how are we going to arrange the bros? We really need the better armor from that raider. He's a little bit tough to dagger down. I guess we could use the net on him. That might be a nice thing to do. And also, it seems not very likely that any of them are going to be coming down south, so I wonder if I should kind of make my plans around that. Just gonna wait a little bit more, see what they'll do. Okay. This guy can go 1, 2, 3 and jump on our somewhat wounded brother. But if that were to happen, I think that would be okay. So I imagine what we'll do is we'll put the bannerman up here and spear wall. And I think we'll spear wall with Conrad as well. And double protect this hex. And we'll have the rest of the team back them up from there. I'm so curious about where that last raider went. Not even sure if I want to throw, actually. Not even sure if I want to throw from here. I kind of want them to get closer. Maybe I'm supposed to. Okay, that was good. Could also move Conrad forward 1 hex to spear wall. Or I could put Ulfert here. Maybe I'll do like that. Spear wall here. Spear wall there. I see someone for Ulfert to hit with his flail. That is nice. Move him there and wait. I feel like some of them are going to come around south to jump on Edgenar, so I'd like to go here and prevent that from happening. Might even spear wall to really discourage it. Alright, let's see how this goes. Just gonna wait across the squad. Okay, that didn't last very long, did it? So we could wait and see if Eberhard's able to kill this guy before we decide whether to attack him or not. I think I'm gonna do that. Is that right? In that case, these thugs both try to go here, and they're taking a check against Conrad. However, if they do make it through, and they get to this hex, then Ulfert can kill them pretty easily, plus Guntram. So I think I actually want the thugs to potentially make it through the spear wall. So I'm gonna wait. And that also works just fine for me, of course. Now, if I move Wenzel here, I don't think that raider's gonna try to make it around all the way up top. I'm curious about if I move him here, then the raider could avoid the spear wall by moving up 1 and then here, but at that point he can't make an attack because he doesn't have Pathfinder, and these are forest tiles. So I don't know if he'll do that or if he'll just try to run through the spear wall. But I kind of want to move Wenzel up a little bit, I think. It's a little dangerous. If he gets hit in the head, that's bad news bears for him. And I also am tempted to move Edgenar up here to maybe help dagger down that raider. But the issue with that is leaving the bottom side a little bit unprotected. They're going to be interested in jumping Eberhard. Maybe that's okay, though. Is it realistic to try to get Edgenar on top of that raider? Maybe I'll just leave him where he is for now. Yeah, I think that's fine. And Ulfert will also just relax. Okay, couldn't kill that guy. Can I throw at this thug? I can. Okay. Really hope I can kill him on this hit. There we go. Wait. Okay. He's being very cautious, which I actually like, because we're delaying the moment at which he makes contact with us. His turn is done, too. So now next turn he can move forward. They're probably all going to want to delay. So So let's see, are they all turned done? Turn done, turn done, turn done. These ones down here are still thinking about it. They want to wait for that spear wall to drop. Get a spear wall again on him. Spear wall again here. Cannot spear wall on Adler. But that's fine. Now, do we pull out the knife and the shield on Adler? At that point, I would imagine next turn one of these raiders runs in here to this hex, maybe? But it's also, he's on the high ground, so I don't know if they'll be that interested. Let's do it. And wherever Ulfred ends up is very much a function of where this raider ends up. We want to get him on the head. That's very important. I think I'm going to move Wenzel down here to protect the thrower. Yeah, so now this guy either has to run into the spear wall or he has to run around again. Okay. I like everything that's happening here so far. Now Guntram, I think, has 2 jabs left. We could pull out the crossbow and reload it. Wish he had quick hands. We don't have quick hands on anyone yet. Could also just throw. Okay. So much for that. Let's keep waiting and seeing what happens. Oh, that guy had the axes. Interesting. Alright, well, that's pretty annoying, actually. At least he threw at the guy who was on high ground with a shield. That's quite annoying. Wait, wait, wait. Wait pretty much everywhere. So now we're in this situation where we have to either throw the net on someone or we have to drop it on the ground, which I'm not super excited about doing. So we could move up here and throw the net on this raider. It's a little bit annoying because this turn he gets a chance to try to take it off. What's this guy gonna do? I really don't want to let this guy throw 2 more axes next turn, even though he's throwing at Adler up on high ground with a shield, which isn't so bad from a couple hexes away. I don't know. Let's wait and see what we need to do with Guntram. And I'm a little bit tempted to just move up here and attack this thug. I think I'll do that. Could also move down and attack that thug here. Okay. They started with 6, so they will run when they drop to 2 units left. So we want to be a little bit careful because it would be nice to kill both these raiders and get their armors if we can. We'll see if that's possible or not. And I think Ejnar here was faster than this thug. It's been really obnoxious trying to get him into this fight. I don't really want to put him up here, I think. Adler could move. If we move him here, he's going to get thrown at. If we move him here, this guy moves and attacks, this guy attacks. He gets attacked 3 times. That's just very dangerous for him, so I don't think we can really let that happen. I guess what we can do is I can move Ejnar here, and I could net this raider. Would the raider just move down with his shield wall up if I did that? In which case I could net him and kill him? I don't know. A lot of these options seem kind of bad to me. There's kind of just nowhere safe that I can put him. This hex doesn't work. Right. Ulfert. I'm just... We're going to need him to contribute in this daggering that is to come, though. 1, 2, 3. Guntram can move and net. Adler can move here. Benzel can go here. He's absolutely in one-shot territory from that hand axe, pretty sure. He does have 9 lives, though. But Benzel's gonna go here and try to stun this thug is the problem. I just don't know what to do with Edgenar. I'm gonna pass him. And we missed. Okay. I don't like that at all. So what do we do with Ulfert? If we move him all the way here... none of these options are really any good. Sucks. His natural opponent is this raider, and it just doesn't work very well trying to get anyone on top of him this round. It's also a little bit dangerous just to let the raider throw here, because if he's probably actually throwing at the guys in the back. Can we see? Throw axe. He is missing the bannerman, so he did actually throw at this guy. If I put him there, he gets attacked once by this guy, once by this guy, and then Guntram moves up here and nets this raider. And Adler could go 1, 2, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 AP to move here, so Adler cannot move to this hex to get that thug pinned down. If I move him here, does that do anything for me? Not really. It's just kind of awkward all around, isn't it? Putting him here, we get a lot of surround bonus on these guys. I also want to be very careful with Ulfert because he's basically one of our best. He's one of our best bros. Like, what the problem is, what's going to change over here next turn? I really wish we'd managed to either kill or disable this thug. That would have made this a lot easier. Could put him here, and then he just gets attacked a bunch. I guess without any spear walling happening, this thug... I'm just gonna wait. Okay, well, now we can do this. Is that any good? Well, then that leaves this hex here for... Oh, actually the thug cannot get there. The problem is if I move Adler up here, which is where he kind of wants to be with his knife, then this guy... Does he throw at Adler, or does he throw... He probably throws at Ulfert or Eberhard, and those things are both not great for us, is the problem. This guy gets to go last in the round? Wow. It's because he has the pierced leg muscles injury. That dropped his initiative a whole bunch. So he can move up and attack. Well, he can't attack, but he can move up if I move Adler there. Sure wish I could move and spear wall. That'd be nice. I don't know, it feels like this is where he's supposed to go. But it's sketchy. Sketchy as hell. Everything is sketchy. Is he gonna get thrown at? This raider is just gonna throw down here. If that raider throws and hits Eberhard, it's so bad. He does have 9 lives. Alright, I'm doing this. Nice, we got a resolve check. And then I'm gonna do this. Alright. And now let's wait and see. If this guy goes up here, then he's dead. But I do not want to put anyone up on that hex because that makes him a target for this raider. So let's see what happens. Scared. Jesus Christ. Proc to 9. Okay. I'm gonna put Ulford on him. Yeah. Holy buckets. Oh my gosh. Okay. Eberhard. Wow, that's a lot of injuries. Fuck. I'm gonna move him here, and then when this thug takes the high ground, he can make an attack on him from that position. Alright, good. This raider's fleeing. That's something. We've almost got him dead. So what is Guntram going to do? Are we going to pull out his knife? I think so. I was hoping I might get a morale break there. Okay, that's good. And now Eberhard can move over in this direction. Do I want to try to go for some head hits? I think I will, for the morale. Or just to absolutely murderize him immediately. That's great. Okay, well this was a very costly fight, but no one actually died, which is great. But it was very costly. Is this guy going to be able to pull off his net and try to flee? How many people do we have that can move before him? Okay, I'm going to do something a little bit risky. Quote-unquote risky. But I'm going to move him up there. Just trust the bros might be able to get this round we need. Okay. Alright. Alright, well we took a lot of damage in that fight. At least we got some tools back. And we got 2 armors that we needed and a helm that's good. Got some throwing axes, a bunch of shields. The sword's not bad too, but very costly. Let's take a look at this. 10 tools. Actually, was that a tools positive fight? Not when we put on these new armors. It won't be a tools positive fight, but okay. Ulfert, one of our better brothers. We're gonna make sure he has good armor. Same over here. And we'll do those level ups later. I do like that bro just a bit more. Okay, and then the better helm. Actually going to put it on Ulfert. Then we have a helmet with 45 durability. I'm just going to leave those damaged helmets off for now, I think, and try to recover some... Try to fully repair the armors that we do have on. I guess we have enough to repair one more item, perhaps. We also have these swords, though. Swords are kind of nice. And if that other contract is against Ancient Dead, the swords will be very helpful for that, too. Alright. Anything else? We have pocket shields we could distribute. Actually, if he's going to have a dagger out as his primary weapon, then he can just start with the shield, because, again, puncture is not affected by double grip bonus, so there's kind of no cost to that. And how does that look? 5 tools and supplies. Okay, so we can afford to repair a hat, which is nice, because we need them. So we'll do that, and then that'll use up all of our tools. It's real scrappy out here. we're just scraping by. Running through the woods at night, always a great idea. And then we're definitely going to go do that other contract as well. No more ambush trade routes. Unfortunately for our pocketbook, we kind of need to clear terrified villagers too before we can buy stuff here. Tool prices are becoming a little more reasonable though. Look at this wood, good god, that's because of the rebuilding effort. Okay, but we don't actually need anything right now. We're able to fully repair... Oh no, we're not able to fully repair our stuff. Mostly repair our stuff. And we'll go do King's Final Rest, which looks like a Wiederganger fight. So we really hope there's no Geists. If there's Geists, then this is pretty gross, pretty dicey. If it's just a bunch of zombies, then it's not so bad. Can we see? No. But we'll proceed under the assumption that this is a Wiederganger fight. Not much of a level up here for Conrad. Not very exciting at all. I guess I'll take melee defense. Maybe? Yeah. Or just melee skill if I'm having him be a spear bro kind of temporarily. Melee skill is kind of the most important stat there. I don't know. Okay, and then... Does this guy have anything special going on for him? Not really. He's just like pretty decent offensively for this stage in the campaign. So I'm probably going to give him either gifted or dodge. I'll just do gifted. Make it so that he can hit things more easily. And on this bro, I'll pump his hit points since he's got the resolve talent star. For our banner bro, keeps rolling +3s in resolve, making me look like a goober. I think I'll take +2 in melee skill and then the +4 hit points. Also +5 in initiative. We could take dodge on him and have him be an arrow catcher banner. Same as the bannerman from my last campaign, who never really got to do that thing. We've also got the +4 in range defense here that we could take while it's offered to us. But I think for these early fights, I want to get some more hit points on this guy, and then... Dodge or gifted. He's got a spear right now. Anyone who's wearing a spear right now is going to be spear walling in a lot of fights, and they're going to be having their fatigue drop and their initiative drop fairly rapidly. I'm just going to keep taking gifted. And as a bannerman, he's definitely going to need that. I'll take the melee defense while it's there. Very tanky bannerman. I'm basically just going to talk a lot and then take gifted on almost everyone because I like taking gifted on level 3. Okay, another great level up for Ulfert. And we'll probably just take the hit points. He needs a lot more resolve. That's kind of his weak point as a future fatigue neutral or whatever it is he ends up doing. But his resolve is a little bit low. I guess the fact that this could be a fight against Geists is maybe an argument for leveling his resolve some, but we can get it with gifted in just a second here, so I think I'll take the hit points right now. And then do exactly what I was talking about. Level up his resolve. And maybe I'll do hit points and then gifted and resolve. And kind of spread things out a little bit like that. Although yeah. I was thinking about whether I want to take fatigue with gifted, but his starting fatigue was pretty high actually as a brawler, so he doesn't really need that much more fatigue. It's the starting companion bro who needs a lot more fatigue, so I think I'll do this. Okay, and if we are in fact fighting against Wiedergangers, which I'm kind of hoping is the case, then this sword would probably be a better weapon, just because it's less fatigue intensive. Kind of makes me wish I'd repaired it a little bit. And we could also bring a stack of throwing axes in, just in case it does turn out to be Ancient Dead. Keep us flexible for that. Eberhard's just got it rough. He's had a tough time of it. So we could use the short sword on Ulfert and just be extra careful about not breaking it, which is not really my strong suit, remembering not to break things, to be honest, but we'll see if I can do better this time. And we've got 3 bros with spears to spear wall against those zombos. Wenzel's in tough shape. If only I had something for him to do. But we only have 1 reach weapon. Kinda sucks. I mean, I could start him out with, like, the shield equipped. It's sketchy. It's really sketchy. Maybe I'll put the damaged sword on him. Could also give him some stronger armor. And then he's more able to stay in the fight, but I don't know. He's got 9 lives, I guess. We could give him like a shield and hope that that plus 9 lives is enough to keep him safe-ish. Maybe I'll do that. And put him inside the formation in a somewhat safer spot. Like we could put him there, for example, where both of these bros in the back can back him up if needed. And I suppose probably the better armor should go on the guys who are on the outside. So Erling might be on the outside. Or the spear bros, maybe is what I should say. The ones who are going to be taking the risky positions. The ones on the inside, it's easier to free them up from an engagement that we don't want them to be in. Maybe Edgenar would be better suited to this kind of thing, carrying a bludgeon. That might be better for him. Also don't know why he has this stupid dagger. Yeah, so if this is Ancient Dead, I don't think it's going to be Ancient Dead. I think it's just Wiedergangers. So I'm actually not even going to talk about that. It's fine. Nothing else to optimize. Let's go in and see how it looks. Hopefully no geists. Oh, nachos. That's fine. This should be okay. Depends on how many there are and if there's any high tier ones, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so this is all of them. They're all tier 1. Great. I don't know that this thing is very likely to kill a nacho. Even if we hit it in the head, I don't think that it would kill the nacho, so it should be fine. Yeah, so we can rely on the spear wall for this fight. Could put bro, like a bro here. Here and here. Just curl everyone else up behind them. Maybe? Maybe I leave a little bit more space. Alright, I think I'll put Edgenar here. Since he's... No, I'll put Ulfred in that position. We'll wait on him. Erling there. Eberhard here. Could put Conrad in this hex, and then if I spear wall, they're very likely to try to go through the spear walls. Could put him here in spear wall. He's so far away from them at that point that it's like less useful though. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, this is fine, I think. And now Ulfert could go... We could put Edgenar here, Ulfert like here. Benzel all the way up on top. I also should have absolutely waited and then stepped in and made that shot earlier. That was kind of stupid. Just being a little bit impulsive. Okay, like this. Good. Wait. See what they do. The second half of the round. Because I think these ones are all going to be waiting for the second half. We'll wait on Guntram as well. Could pull out the jabs. You don't have to make that decision yet. This is actually pretty... This is fine. Okay, we'll attack there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're trying to flank around and get up on top of Wenzel. Not too worried about that. Might just leave him where he is, actually. Try to stun this one. Didn't get it. And I'll shoot him. Move up here. Great. And now I could move up with Erling. It makes him a little bit more... He's a bit more exposed in that spot, though. I think I'll just spear wall. This is very nice, having these two blocking those hexes for us. Okay, great. Gonna wait on Wenzel still. They're all still thinking about whether they can get through. They're interested. Okay, they're all fleeing. Now let's just try to make sure they don't get away. Just have to get someone on top of them so they don't rally. Run them down. Okay, excellent. Okay, great. Took no damage at all in that fight. Got some stuff. The money is very much appreciated, and the loot. Oh, and do I want to redistribute weapons after that fight? Maybe not. I think they're fine with what they've got on right now. Alright, now let's see what the sale price is like here. At this point, probably still not that good. It's actually worse than it was when all the conditions were in place. A terrible place to sell items, unfortunately. The tools are somewhat expensive, but not outrageously expensive. Yeah, we've gone so far across the map without getting a ton of contracts. And we know that there's really good prices in a few of these settlements. I think it was this one here and this one here. They had very cheap tools. And kennels too, which I would love to go to at some point, but I don't think that time is now. I think we're going to keep on going southwest. What's this? Hunt down Webknechts in the woods. Actually, what's our reputation with this town like now? This is Talbach. Friendly. Oh, hey, we're gonna proc the ambition as soon as we unpause. So that's nice. It also means we don't have to take this contract. Because Webknechts in the wood, that's one of those contracts that very much has the potential to screw you. Because your bros typically start the fight. It's usually an ambush. You start in randomly determined positions on forest tiles surrounded by Webknechts. It can actually be really, really dicey. And we do have the two bros who are at low health, so if they were to get poisoned, it would be pretty bad. They both have 9 lives, though, so I guess it's not as bad as all that, maybe. I wonder if I'm going to give Guntram quick hands on this level up. Maybe. Sure would like the money for this. We need all the money we can get. Oh, these contracts are sketchy sometimes. I don't know exactly how many Webknechts we would get with only 8 brothers, but they're like level 2, mostly level 3, 1 level 2, couple level 2s. The swords are nice against them too. Pretty good weapon against Webknechts. We got swords and spears. That's kind of what you want. Accuracy weapons, or AP weapons. We could take quick hands on the thrower, and then at least he can have a melee weapon of some kind in case he starts in a bad position. And he does have fast adaptation. He's got a lot of hit points. The ones that I would be more worried about would be Eberhard and Benzel in this fight. But I think we're probably supposed to take it still. Oh, right, and we still got Despairing Villagers. Okay, for some reason, I don't know why I thought that that was... Did they have Terrified Villagers before? Maybe it was just always Despairing Villagers, so... Okay, that's why the prices are so poor. I'm actually going to do it because I'm interested in buying cheaper tools. They'll be pretty cheap once we clear that condition. And the ammo would also be really, really cheap, which is nice because we're almost out. So, yeah, I think we're going to do this contract. And we know that we're fighting Webknechts, so we can go ahead and do our level ups now. Guess I'll take hit points. He's already got 9 lives, which helps him. Knowing that we're going to be fighting in the woods, almost tempted to take Pathfinder on some of these brothers. Well, I'm not going to do it on Edgenar, probably. Guntram I probably will take Quick Hands because the probability of him getting jumped is fairly high in this fight. For Wenzel, we could take Dodge on him to try to improve his chances in this fight. I guess the thing with Webknechts is that they net you first, which debuffs your melee defense hugely, so even with Dodge and the shield, he might not have excellent melee defense against them. He's the one I'm probably the most worried about. I guess it's him and Eberhard. I guess I'll just take Dodge. Okay, Edgenar here. Not a very good level up. He does have Determined. So, and he has Fearless. So his resolve isn't as bad as it looks. Maybe I'll just take the hit points. He actually has pretty good range skill to begin with, too. If he were to get hurt, we could put him in the back with javelins, and he'd start with extra range skill from Determined, so it's kind of interesting. Might take 9 lives on him as well. Maybe... It seems insane to take Pathfinder instead of 9 lives. I'm just going to take 9 lives. And for the thrower, nice +4 there. I think I'll take the fatigue, most likely. And then we have a bunch of pretty unexciting choices for the secondary stat. His melee skill is so poor that I still think maybe it was a mistake to even invest in it at all in the first level up. Because of Brute. If it weren't for Brute, he'd be a much better hybrid, and then I would actually be really excited about leveling it up. His resolve was already pretty high for a thrower. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll just take the melee defense. +2 melee defense. I don't think I'm going to make him into any kind of initiative, bro. And so yeah, it's either Quick Hands or, I guess, like Gifted this level up, probably. And I have a feeling that we're going to need Quick Hands in this fight, potentially. I also think that I should put hats, the good hats, on the bros who are more likely to be in serious danger. Hmm, 67 versus 95. Erling, unfortunately, is not going to have a hat for this fight. It's kind of unfortunate, but he has a lot of hit points, so he can tank a few more hits. And we should give some kind of decent melee weapon to Guntram to have in his back pocket. Gonna keep the shields in the pockets for fighting Webknechts, since again, when they web you, it really debuffs your melee defense. So having a shield and losing the double grip bonus is not really that good against them. And we'll start with the crossbow out so we get the free shot loaded at the beginning of the fight. Now that we have quick hands, we can always swap the jabs if we need to. I think this is what I can do as far as preparation. Can't do any more repairs on the tool, on the gear, unfortunately. At least people are likely to start in good spirits. Also curious about what the story is with all these footprints. Are there actually two different groups of enemies here? No? I don't really understand. Looks like we're going to be fighting them at night, which is also not great. It's only 7 of them. I wonder if they would chase us. I wonder if they would chase us. No, they're running away. Okay. All right. Interesting. Looks like this is not an ambush. No, we are getting attacked. Shit. It's so obnoxious, these fights. However, none of them managed to make melee contact with us on the first turn, which is really good. So we can surrender this high ground hex to Conrad, who can spear wall there, which is awesome. That cuts off this approach. We have another good one here, where unfortunately we can't really put anyone and spear wall this round. Then we have this approach here. This is good terrain for us. I like this a lot. So what are we gonna do? I think I'll move. Certainly move up 1. Wait. Ulfert. Put him up here for now. See if we want to do anything. For Wenzel, I'm going to wait. I want to move him so that he's out of the way, but I think I want to have Eberhard with the pitchfork in this position and fall back once with Adler. So I'm going to go up here with Erling. And maybe like here with Edgnar. Spear wall in that hex. Wait on Eberhard. I guess I'll just move Guntram down here. Pass on Ulfert. Get Wenzel out of the way. Can't move Adler back. That's sort of annoying. Just because of how it all worked out. So I guess I can just leave Eberhard there and he can either attack this hex or he can move and attack that hex, and that's all fine. Okay. Instantly loses. Spear wall fails immediately. Okay. So it goes sometimes. It looks like they're flanking around maybe through here. So that's good to know. If I move Erling forward 2 hexes, he can't really do much to help. But he can do that. I could just put him here for surround bonus. Bummer. And I want to keep Wenzel in a safe-ish hex, so I'm going to put him here just to protect the thrower, so we can keep throwing. And I think I'll move Edgnar, like, here. Oh. Okay, new plan. I'm moving him here. That way the Webknecht jumps on him instead of our hurt brother. Alright, I wish I'd known that they were coming through that X. That's not great. And of course they got him right in the head. Alright, Wenzel's probably just gonna free our brother there. And then we could step in for this round bonus. I'm gonna do it. I think it's fine. Here, we're just gonna keep attacking. Okay, so we can protect this hex with Spear Wall again. And now I can move up 1 in Spear Wall, and that forces them to go around the top, which isn't actually all that productive, necessarily. We can see 1, 2, 3, 4 spiders at the moment, so there's 2 more that are unaccounted for. Don't even know if it's necessary to Spear Wall. We could just leave him there, and then anyone trying to go through this little aperture gets stuck on him, with him being on high ground. So I don't know, maybe it's better to just like put Airlink here. Oh, I'm so confused. This grassland tile here, okay, this is only 2 AP to cross, so we actually can Spear Wall with him, which is nice. We'll definitely do that. And I'd probably try to stun the Webknecht. Great. Okay, yeah, I might just leave Conrad here, but not even bother trying to Spear Wall with him. Just let him recover some AP, or some fatigue. And then I think on Adler, I'm gonna move back 2 hexes. I could have Spear Walled 1 more turn. I think I'll move back 2 hexes. Keep the party together. They also, I think... Well, I'm not going to pretend that I was 100% confident, but I had a feeling they couldn't move through here and also web him. And by that same logic... Can't go through there. I don't really want to put him in this hex here where he's potentially double surrounded. Let's wait and see what we do with him. Nice job, Eberhard. Now, do I move him up here? That would let me move down with Adler. I don't think I need to. Kind of not doing much with Conrad here. Wait. Maybe try to stun that one. Probably just attack it twice, actually. Yeah, so do I move Wenzel up? I'm a little bit scared for him if I do that. I don't think I'm going to. Damn. Okay. 70% chance versus 57, but this one's already damaged. Good job, buddy. Damn. How many jabs does he have left? Javelins are so expensive. I think I'm just going to try to free Wenzel. Reload the crossbow. And now at this point the last ones should go to fleeing. Pretty sure. Yeah, I think we're good. Alright, that wasn't so bad. Honestly, the terrain that we got, the randomly generated terrain, was pretty favorable for us. So I'm happy about that. Okay, awesome. A little bit annoying we had to walk through so much forest to get there, but we got what we needed at the beginning of this session, which is a whole bunch of fights in rapid succession. We didn't lose any bros, we got a bunch of experience, we got a bunch of money. This is good. This is like as much or more fighting than we did in the entire first 5 days. We did it in like 1 day, essentially. 1.5 days. So that's great. And hopefully those tools are not so cheap, not so expensive now. Got a bunch of free food around here too. Very nice. Certainly not buying the most expensive poacher ever. So let's see. Sale price, I'm gonna guess. Still bad. Actually, it's not bad. It's now like okay. That is an okay sale price. But we also have a decent amount of money, so maybe we save more money for save these items to sell at a larger town. Definitely gonna buy the tools and the super cheap ammo. We're good on food. I would actually be pretty tempted to buy medical supplies here if they had cheap ones, but they don't. And I don't think I want that other stack of javelins, even though it's pretty cheap. Don't know that there's anything else here I really need. Maybe another hat. Is that crazy to buy a hat? Like this kind of dinged up full leather cap here, maybe? Just 57 crowns. Feels a little bit sacrilegious to spend money on a 45 durability helmet, but I don't know. We got a lot of bros without hats. 2 is too many. Even just having the hatless thrower in the back is a little bit sketchy. Maybe we should put this hood back on him. Almost tempted to like buy a cap, but I think that is actually maybe crazy talk. We do have this hat. So repairing this costs 2 tools, which is 1/10 of a stack, which we just paid 200 crowns for. So effectively 20 crowns to repair this thing. Oh, I guess actually the mod that I have does tell you that, huh? Minus 20. So it's like 20 crowns to repair a crappy hat versus 83 crowns for a cap that's half again as good. Ugh. I don't really want to spend money on that. I'm not going to do it. The ammo is also really cheap. I wonder if I buy one more stack. We do only have the one thrower though. So maybe it's kind of silly to buy ammo when we have so many other things to spend money on right now. I guess I'll just skip it for the time being. Okay, and we keep going southwest. Keep exploring. Glad we got that ambition completed. If I could, like, teleport myself back up to here at this moment in time, I might do it. Because I wouldn't mind buying some dogs. But this is fine. Let's see. Nothing visible from there. Some footprints down in the swamp. Barbarian Thralls. They're kind of far south. I'm a little bit surprised to see them here. 2 Thralls. That's not a lot. kind of annoying to fight them in the forest because they do have Pathfinder. But look, there's our there's our javelins that we wanted, so that's nice. The other one's probably like in this hex, I guess. It is really annoying though. We have to move forward to get in contact with him, and then he can just quick hands. Super obnoxious. Also, if we do that, then we don't get the javelins. So maybe what I'll do is put Conrad here, take out his shield, put Conrad here, and let him throw at Conrad. Something like that. He should not be able to throw through this, but I feel like they kind of cheat with their sight range. It's like super annoying. Most of these bros can't really do anything in this fight. It's unfortunate. And put him there. Now he's very much behind cover. Okay. Throw. He was throwing it. Where was he throwing? Oh, he was throwing it Eberhard in the back. Okay. Fair. Where the hell is the other one? That answers that question. Pretty annoying though. Okay, let's jump him so we can't use those javelins anymore. Great. Jabs? We didn't get the jabs. We did get a lot of tools. Wow, that's a lot of tools for a small fight like that. The medical supplies are actually very much appreciated, and this will sell for a good amount of money, so... Honestly, shockingly good payout for fighting 2 Thralls. That's pretty funny. Okay. 2,000 crowns. That might take a while. Wild beasts, it's always a bit of a crapshoot how long that takes to do. I think getting 12 bros might be the easiest to achieve, and also the first thing we're going to do, naturally. Because I would like to get the company up to 12 before saving up a whole bunch of money. From Himmelstadt. We haven't been to Himmelstadt yet. Nice to see everyone on the team looking very happy. Did I have a level up there that I didn't assign? Honestly, not sure. Okay, and then for our spear bro here, we'll take the resolve. And given that he's a spear bro, take gifted. And definitely taking fatigue, I think. He's going to need quite a bit more. He does have athletic, which helps. That helps quite a bit. But I'm going to take fatigue. It's important to be able to hold that spear wall in a longer fight against an orc sea of tents or a big Wiederganger. group or what have you. Actually, at this point, I think we can throw that hat on Guntram, start repairing it. Could even start repairing this padded surcoat, maybe. Because when we hire a new bro, this is likely going to be better than whatever armor they come with, unless they're a real premium background, so let's do that. And we'll keep this flail in mind if we fight raiders, thugs even. These claw clubs are actually pretty decent too, but I'm not going to go to the trouble of repairing one when we already have a bludgeon. It's fully repaired. Okay. The claw clubs and the bludgeons are similar to each other. Like most barbarian weapons, I think claw clubs have higher armor penetrating damage and slightly lower just regular damage range. This. Many thugs and a few poachers. That's a good fight for us. I like that fight a lot. I think. Many thugs? Because many is 7 to 10. If it's like 10 thugs and 3 poachers, that's actually honestly still a totally fine fight for us to take. Do I want to give Wenzel this wooden flail? I think I will. There might be some hatless thugs in this fight we could take advantage of. Just making sure the daggers are in the right places. And actually, Eberhard could be back on the front lines now. Maybe it makes more sense to put him here. This guy's low. His fatigue recovery is affected at the moment. The main reason to put someone in the back right now, funnily enough, is just that we don't actually have enough good armor for a full front line. So having done that, okay, wow, this is cumbersome. Alright. I know that was a lot. Okay, so who do we care about the most? Eberhard, yes, I think. Erling, Adler, and Conrad is okay. Wolfert, Conrad. Okay, let's make sure Ulfert doesn't bite it. And Guntram can have a sword in his backpack to pull out if needed. Okay, we got daggers on everyone in the front and on Wenzel. So now the question is, who's going to start with the shield out? We should try to bait them. Adler has the best ranged defense. Wenzel is also not a terrible choice because he has dodge. So he actually has like 13 ranged defense. Maybe what I'll do is like something more like this. I could put here. Let's do a little bit more rearranging. So in this position, I'm pretty confident that they will shoot into Adler and Benzel. And Guntram will be right behind them, drawing fire. Do I like where they are in the formation? Let's do this. Okay. Now we've got Spear Bros on each side to repel the thugs if needed. The Flail Bro is close to the center of the formation so that he can run left or right as needed to get on the right group of thugs. And I think I'm okay with the armor situation where it is. Yeah, okay. This looks pretty good. Let's go fight him. Poachers and raiders. Oh wow, okay. A few poachers and some raiders. How many is this? They are both waiting to ambush. And now they're activating. Are they both coming at me? I think I'd be okay with that. That sounds good. So many thugs and a few poachers. We'll do this fight first. It should be a little bit easier. Let's see if that's true. I don't like that they start on high ground. That's kind of not cool. We might just have to move the whole team back. Pretty obnoxious. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna move the whole team back 4 hexes. Bad. Really annoying. Let's see what they do about that. Are they gonna move forward? Yeah, okay, they do. Who was our fastest bro? Guntram? And the poachers are all turn done now, so if we were to move forward, this would be the round to do it. We could go forward 2, and we could field wall. Sorry, or we could move forward 4, just charge at them. It's kind of annoying that if we move forward, they can start claiming these high ground hexes there, so I actually think maybe we retreat even a little bit further to draw them out into the open ground. So I'm going to move down and back. I think. Or do I just go back? Yeah, I want them out here in the open. Okay, and now at this point, I think we can start charging forward. And will we charge? That'll make them back up next round. Or do we move forward and shield wall like I was talking about? If we charge, I think they'll spend their AP walking back, so that might be for the best. Yeah. Not really the most sophisticated strategy I've ever had, I'll be honest. But I think maybe it's the right one in this case. Might go up here, just so they can't grab those high ground hexes easily. Okay, and then do I put gun from here so they're shooting into that cluster? Probably, even though I kind of want to attack that thug. I guess that thug can get hit in the head with Ulfert, which is good. Alright, speaking of which... Dang. Could also try to knife him with Conrad, because I do really want that. I do really want that equipment that he's got on right now. Great. Love that resolve break. And these guys are moving... Actually, it's going to take them quite some time to move. Crazy. Did they wait last round or something? So we can kill the poachers very easily. I think I'm just going to move forward and wait. Or we could just try to stun him, I guess. Keep his initiative high. Actually, yeah, we're just going to do that. I'm just going to attack him. Could try to stun him. Yeah, let's do that. Didn't get it. Now this guy is also asking to get his head smashed. It's going to take him a while to get into contact, so we should be able to set that up pretty well. I think. Damn. Now I could go here and spear wall. Don't know that I need to. If I go here, then this guy can move 2 hexes and attack, which isn't great. We don't want that. I think I'll just go here, maybe. 2, 3. Yeah, now this guy kind of doesn't have a good turn next turn. He has to either move outside of my range and pause, or he can move into range and then just get killed. So I think we'll just leave Eberhard here. Wait. Kind of want to throw now. And keep his initiative high. Okay, I like that guy coming around. And it would be nice to entice this thug into a position where he can be surrounded very well. So let's come in and attack that one. Great. Probably try to stun this guy. Okay. And then I'll put Wenzel here and... Will I put Wenzel there? This guy's got a flail. And Wenzel is hurt and his armor is busted up. No, that's probably not very smart. If I put him here, then this guy can move 2 and attack him. I could move here, make an attack, and then step back. This guy could move forward 2 and attack him once. Alright, I'm gonna do that. It's a little weird. And Ulfert. Ulfert's got good stats. And we got two hatless morons over here. The only thing about Ulfert is that I really want to bonk this guy on the head with him. And if I put Ulfert here, there's a distinct possibility that this thug might get on top of him, and then he couldn't move to kill this thug up there. But I think it's okay. Let's wait and see what we need to do with Conrad. So look, the exact thing that I talked about is exactly what happened. Unfortunate. Who do we care about killing more? I guess it's this guy. Because I want to free Ulfert up. I guess he's a little bit hurt too. He got hit on the head. And is this poacher's gonna run once his turn comes around? Because they started at 10 and now they're down to 3. So I think there's no way to get that poacher, unfortunately. Just try to get some resolve breaks on this guy. Great, perfect. Surround him, get his armor. We can surround him with these other bros, so good. Yep, he's running. Perfect. Is there anyone we want to give this kill to? I'm just checking everyone's experience. See if anyone's like really close to leveling up. Looks like Edgenar is the closest. Edgenar is the one who has the club down there. Alright, I think he's gonna level up. We'll put him here so he gets the first attack when this guy runs away. Great. Okay, that went pretty well. Got both blotched gambesons, and we got another reinforced flail, which could be quite useful. We got a level on Edgenar. We're a little bit dinged up now. I think he needs the hit points. A little bit dinged up. Edgenar is our determined bro. Do we want to give Edgenar dodge? Kind of still in the gifted camp for him too, because I want him to be able to make his hits. And his resolve's okay. He mostly just needs more hit points so he doesn't die. And then armors. We've got the blotched gambeson, which we can immediately hand out to someone. Probably Venzel, since he's already pretty chunked. Stop repairing this one there. How's our tool situation? 7. So we've got 14 spare right now, which is pretty good. And then this thing's at 39, so actually we'll stop repairing both of these for the time being. We'll start repairing this one up, but it's not better than what we have equipped. Anyone? Yeah, that's true. Okay. And Ulfert got a broken nose. That's too bad. Do I want to put that flail on someone? Just quickly want to look and see. So this does. So the short sword does 37 to 50 to hit points, 28 to 37. I actually think we're at the point against raiders. We're kind of at the point where the short sword and the spear are really similar to each other. The sword does a bit more damage, but the spear with the extra 10% hit chance is also pretty beneficial since our bros aren't that good in melee yet. Has anyone heard enough that I want to put them in the back line? Venzel's a little bit hurt. Or sorry, Ulfert's a little bit hurt. And I do care about Ulfert quite a lot. He's got 9 lives. So this is guaranteed to be 4 raiders and 2 poachers. Because a few is 2 to 3 and some is 4 to 6, and there's a total of 6 of them. So we know exactly what this fight is. I think we want to take the fight. Oh, they're running away from us now. Interesting. Are they running away? I don't really like taking the fight in the hills that much. That's kind of annoying. Damage inflicted. Venzel's not in great shape. I feel like we're supposed to take this fight, even though the bros aren't in like perfect shape. I could also put the stack of throwing axes on Guntram to switch to instead of the short sword, because there's not that many of them, so I don't think they're super likely to jump on him to be able to get around to him. There's only 4 melee combatants in this fight. I guess I'll do that. Wouldn't mind like 1 more tick of healing. Okay. Oh well. Jeez, okay. Glad that throwing spear didn't just like immediately kill someone, which could have happened. I like this guy's down in a hole. That's nice. We got a couple of scary raiders here. The mallet's a terrifying weapon. The hooked blade's pretty scary for us too. They both have no good helmets on, and this guy has no helmet at all. So this could be a very good fight for us in order to get armor, but it's also a little bit risky, and I don't like the javelins either. The poachers aren't so bad, especially starting on low ground like they did. Let's see what they do. I think they will perceive themselves as having ranged advantage, is my assumption. No, this guy, okay, he switched and he threw just a regular javelin. I don't know why I thought it was a throwing spear. It happened so quick. And he's got a flail in his bag. That's what he started out with. So Adler has our best ranged defense. Is that true? Adler's got 25. Venzel's got 28, but he's also pretty messed up. So if I were to arrange the squad to try to entice this raider to throw at someone, I guess I would rather have it be Adler, except that I care more about Adler, so maybe Venzel. This is like exactly the sort of scenario where I got my thrower killed in the last campaign. He's also throwing from very far away right now. We also would like to get his javelins. That'd be nice. This raider can step up and attack 2 hexes away. 1, 1, 2. So we could like move the bros forward in a line and shield wall this turn on Adler and Venzel. and that would be okay. And I think I'll move, yeah, so what I'm gonna do, 1, 1, 2, I'm gonna move the team around, rearrange just a little bit. We're gonna put Airling up in this hex. These guys here and here. Gonna move Ulfert all the way down there. Oh goodness, okay. I didn't understand. I didn't realize how shitty this was. We got Conrad too, okay. Move forward with Eberhard. We're gonna move forward with these guys and they're both gonna shield wall and then I'll move Guntram up behind them. This sucks. Hate fighting on the hills. Okay, I guess I'm glad that we're advancing slowly this round because these guys are going to take so long just to get in the fight. And actually, I kind of wish that I had moved. I don't think I... Oh, could I have moved him further? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I couldn't move him any further. I was thinking that I might want to be able to move them forward to claim this tile and then attack next round. But Ulfert would not have been capable of that no matter what we did. I could put Edgenar like here. I think I'm going to do that actually. And now next turn, if this guy doesn't move out of his hex, I can go up here on the high ground and bonk him on the head. I don't think he's going to go anywhere this turn, I think. And this raider, I might... It's a little bit awkward. I feel like of all these raiders, what's going to happen? We might be in a staring contest for one more turn while I get these bros in position to help. I kind of don't want to advance forward with a quarter of the team lagging behind like that. So, and I'm a little more okay with them throwing from far away the way it is right now, so the raiders that we're going to be bursting down ideally would be these three. Those are the most important to burst down. The flails are going to be really important in this fight. This is actually the one that I think I'm most scared of, and it's twisting me. He's kind of like messing me up the most, twisting up the battlefield. This one is a bit easier to manage, probably. Unless he just does something crazy like running forward this turn. I don't think that'll happen. I'm kind of tempted to throw at this one here. Or shoot at this one. It's either him or this raider here. If I hit this guy in the head, then that's kind of nice. I'm going to shoot this raider. Okay. Yeah, I thought they might stay in place. Okay, let's see what they do. Probably nothing. Now, is there any world in which I run forward to stop this guy throwing? I just don't think so. Even though I want the javelins he's got, it's just so bad to move 3 hexes and just end turn and have the mallet attack me. There's no way that's good. So, 1, 1, 2. I'm gonna wait on Ulfert. Okay, these guys are finally getting in position. So I do need to move Ulfert forward. It's a little awkward, actually. If I move Ulfert forward, then this guy can step forward and attack him, which is no good. How am I going to do this? It's just a little bit dicey. I don't think I want to put anyone on this hex is the problem. If I put anyone here, then they get attacked by this poacher and this guy and this raider. It's just like kind of a death sentence to put someone there. Just really hard to rush them. I just wonder, if I put Ulfert here, will this guy step forward and attack? I don't think he will. I think they'll still perceive themselves as having range advantage, and so he probably won't move forward. I'm just scared to find out that I'm wrong about that. I suppose the other thing I could do is I could put Ulfert where Ejnar is right now so that he's ready to jump on this hex. And I put Ejnar up here in this more vulnerable spot. And I could pull out his shield and then have him be the one that takes that position. Just keep on missing. Okay. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Some really sketchy things we could do. I guess if I get ready to take those 2 hexes, then Eberhard next round could move forward and spear wall here to keep this one back. Then he could get attacked by this raider. But if he were to get attacked by that raider, that might be less bad than having whoever's in this hex get attacked by, like, everyone. I also don't know why he doesn't have... Oh, I left the bandages on him instead of giving me a shield. Smart. Real smart. Okay. Executing the plan. Ulfert goes here. Next round, we will use him to jump this raider. Okay. And now, this round, this guy should use up his javelins, but he won't be able to switch back to the flail, so this is probably the round that we move forward and make our move. We'll wait for him to throw first. Wait on Guntram. Ouch. Yep, okay, so see, he's got no weapon out at the moment. And I think we'll get ready to move in on him. Is there anything else we can do? We'll wait for the ranged guys to do their thing first as well. think I'm gonna go here and make my move. Great. And then I could send... This guy's going in 4 turns, 3 turns. I can move forward and spear wall with Adler and Eberhard, but they will get their chance to move first before Eberhard's able to join in on that. Alright, let's do it. And Wenzel, gonna move him up here? Is that right? I wonder if I should have left one of these guys actually down below so that they could pounce on the poacher more easily. That might have been smarter. I didn't really think about that. I wanted to get everyone together, but perhaps that would actually have been better. So yeah, if I put him here, are we actually gonna all go all in on this round? Could move him here and try to stun this guy. Next round. If I move here, I did say he's my fodder, bro. If I move here, he's at some risk. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's kind of sucks. It's sucky that he's got a bad hat on against a flail on the high ground. That's not good. We could bring Guntram up, and then he could throw... We could bring him up to here, Guntram, and then he could throw from that position, and he'd have a straight shot at the Raider. He is a little bit protected from the mallet. If he goes to that spot and the mallet makes it through the spear wall, though, it's actually quite bad. So maybe I wait on him and do it in the second half of the round. Nice. Oh. Didn't see that coming. That changes things. Jeez, okay. So what do I do next round? Am I going to move Ulford up to here and try to take out this Raider? Probably. Who do I care about killing the most? I think this one, because we can't take advantage of his helmet. His helmet's too good. No longer does anything to spear wall, really. Could actually put Erling here to provide some more surround bonus on this Raider. And then next round we could move Ulford down there and hit him. Then Ulford's on low ground against the hooked blade, which isn't great. Okay, at least we got the resolve check. This guy's turn done, turn done. Conrad versus Wenzel. Who's gonna go on that low ground? I think it's gonna be Wenzel. Kind of like him a little bit less than Conrad. Right? Wenzel's also got dodge. Yeah, it's gotta be Wenzel on the low ground. It's a little dicey for both of them. I could also move Eberhard up here, but I want that to be someone who can actually take advantage of this guy's hat, maybe get his armor, like I said. Putting him here just doesn't really do anything, is the problem. I don't know, this is a little bit risky, but I think we need the surround bonus on this guy, and we want to stun him if possible. gonna send Eberhard down here. Jump that poacher. Miss. I don't know if I can get this guy's armor as well. We already got one. We're gonna try to get two here. Maybe we just need to try to kill this poacher. He's just so sketchy where he is right now. Okay, that was good. Could we be super greedy and try to get this raider's armor as well? Yeah, we can always be greedy. Nothing ain't bad ever happened. Okay, and we'll go down here to take out this poacher. I don't remember if the crossbow is loaded or not. No, it is not loaded. Okay. Okay, we'll wait on Benzel, and then we'll move Adler in for surround bonus. Nice. Okay, awesome. Balls. Great. Oh, okay. Fuck. Wow, proc 9 lives and then just immediately killed him. Shit. Honestly, I don't like that at all. That sucks, but if we get this guy's armor, it's not the worst trade in the world. I'm not happy about it. Really hope we can... Yeah, we might not get this armor. I'm just gonna pass. Neither one of them can lash. Okay. Yeah, I don't like that he died. That makes me sad. Can't really get a full surround on this one, right? But we can at least make it easier to dagger him. Can I... We only have... Yeah, we can. Nice, Kobe. Okay. Sorry, Wenzel. That's too bad for you, but look at these armors we got. We got 4 awesome armors. We got the mallet, which is nice. The hooked blade and the flail. Bunch of big upgrades. Honestly, I'm okay with it. Okay, awesome. We did take a lot of big hits, though. We sure did. Okay, Ulfred's gonna get the best of the best. Eberhard, best of the best. Adler, Conrad, and Erling. Edgenar, and you. Look at all that great armor. Okay, and then weapons. So the mallet's pretty nice. We've got a couple people with really good melee skill, like Eberhard, for example, who does not yet have spear mastery, but we're kind of using him in that role. Also, should not have this bandage at the moment. I think I'll just mark that for repair. And How much do we have by way of tools? We're at 15, using 15. I like having all these flails, that's great. Okay. I don't think we need to repair this mallet. It's got plenty of durability. And we're still light on tools. Okay, so that was, even though Wenzel died, I don't like that. That was a relatively good set of fights for us. We got a lot of good equipment. Jumped ahead on our gearing. What we need now is bros to use the equipment. So let's find some towns. Speaking of which. Oh, gross. This is the last town in this line here. Did I miss? Oh, there's a road going down here to the southwest. Okay. Alright. We got ambush, trade routes, and raided. And a contract. Drive off brigands. So, at this point, I imagine when we drive off brigands, we're going to be seeing raiders and poachers or marksmen, probably. We don't have a lot of bros, so maybe that's not... Maybe that affects it a little bit. Prices for tools are pretty good. Shields. Sell for 14 here, so not incredible. Still not a great sale price. Let's look at the recruits. We got an anatomist. Anatomists can be as cheap as 400 and as expensive as 1670, so as anatomists go, this is a pretty cheap one. And they have low health and fatigue, but good resolve, and really good melee skill, and like a tiny little, almost impossible to notice bump to their melee defense. Plus they have good range skill, so they can be good hybrids, or even just good pure ranged bros. Do we have any hats here? There's a hat we could buy. We would actually need another hat if we hired another brother right now. One issue that I have is that Ejnar has 2 different injuries that are really crippling for him. And so he's not going to be contributing much, so it's really more like we're doing this fight with 6 bros, maybe 7 if we pick up that last one. Arnold. Sure wish we were like close to the kennels now. Hire some Houndmasters. Fill out the roster to 12 with Houndmasters. That would be nice. Great level up for Conrad. I think I'm going to take hit points. And Conrad... Same one I looked at earlier, right? Yeah, not a bad brother at all. Good brother. Not exceptional in any particular regard. This is probably a level where we take dodge on him. So let's do that. Ulfert. Finally rolled a +3 in his melee defense. That's okay. I can forgive you for that. And Ulfert is probably going to be a fatigue neutral. Assuming we can find some good armor for him by the time we reach level 7. So we could either take Colossus to keep him extra cozy, extra safe, Or we could take... Most of these other perks aren't relevant. We could take Pathfinder. Quick Hands, I guess. Not especially useful for us right this moment. I guess it'd just be Colossus. But I think I would want to take Colossus right before doing the fight, because I believe it scales up your current hit points when you get the plus 25%. So it's easier to heal when he has fewer hit points, if I'm understanding it correctly. I'm not 100% sure that's how it works. So I'd like him to heal, and then we take Colossus at the last moment. And then here's Adler. Finally got a +4 on his resolve. Love to see it. I'll take the melee defense while it's there. And I think I'll just take some more hit points for him. Really don't need that much by way of fatigue on Bannerman, despite what some people would have you think. And now we'll probably take Rally the Troops. And that will allow us to do Geist fights somewhat more safely, even before we have the banner. It's a little bit unfortunate that it doesn't do much else for us. But I think that's enough. And also it means that if we see the ambition to have Rally the Troops on someone, we immediately can fulfill it. Yeah, so this is my biggest issue, right? Edgenar just isn't doing anything in a fight right now. So do we want to do this fight with like 7 brothers? It's 7 brothers in good armor though, which is a big difference relative to what we were doing before. Good armor makes a huge, huge difference. I think I am going to do it. Kind of looks like it might be a pain in the ass to get there. And we're going to hire that anatomist, I think. Because we just need another guy for this fight. He also comes with a decent helmet too, by the way. It's not really like the ideal brother to be hiring at this moment in time, but we'll do it. Let's see what we got. Holy shit. I just saw 62 and 3 talent stars. Okay, he's got Swift, not bad. He high rolled his hit points, low rolled his fatigue, doesn't matter. Wow, this is like a pretty sick initiative, brother. He could be like a great Catal, bro. 62 melee skill with 3 talent stars is a little bit insane. He'll end up at 100 melee skill with gifted on average. He looks like a Catal to me. Crazy. I think. Something like that. Also could have been a pretty great bannerman if we didn't already have one designated. But I think I'm cool with our bannerman being this guy here. Alright, that's exciting. And he did come with a helmet that has 70 durability, which is great. So what's he gonna use? Maybe just another flail. Okay, we'll go down and take a look at that camp and see what we want to do with it. Is there anything else we need? No. We're good. Oh man, we're gonna have to walk through this mountain range. Oh. Just wanted to take a peek on the mountain and see what was up. And depending on the garrison, we may be happy to attack at night. Well, they told us it was Brigands. Okay, we'll take Colossus on Ulfert. They said it was Brigands. Edgenar, give him the blocked Gambison. Wish we had better hats. We could fight. I wish we could fight some Ancient Dead and get like some of those 95 durability helmets that the auxiliaries wear. That'd be ideal. Nice easy fight. Replace these helmets. But the body armors are obviously huge. So the flail does use a lot of fatigue, and he does have an injury that prevents him from regaining a lot of fatigue. So I think I'm actually going to give him the mallet for this fight. And I gave someone dodge just now. Who was it? It was Conrad. It's Conrad. So again, I kind of want to make a formation where any ranged enemies attack into these two bros here. And aside from that, this mostly looks good. I guess we could take this helmet and give it to Ulfert. We're really pretty heavy on the... We got 2 flails on the team. We could even put another one on. Could put it on in someone's pocket, so if we see that they're going to be particularly good in this fight, we could pull it out. But then at that point, we're foregoing a pocket shield. Which I don't know if I want to do. Speaking of pocket shields, Arnold should have one. Okay. Anything else we want to do? I wonder if a bludgeon would be better for Guntram as his pocket weapon. Pull it out and stun someone who's run up on him. I'll leave it the way it is for now. Yeah, the only thing I'm thinking about is that flail, whether that needs to be on someone. I think I'm okay with what we got. Okay. All right, so this is the fight we're going to do. I think I'm actually going to call it here for the time being. Maybe make some dinner. And then I might come back later tonight and do this fight. Let's hope it goes well.